Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena and today I'm sharing with you twin flame signs, what they mean, how to access them, and all that good stuff. Watch this video. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and little notification bell so you know when all of my new videos come out. Today we are talking about something very important, and this is about twin flame signs. So this video is going to be a little bit different because so many people want me to tell you, oh, if you see 1111, you have a twin flame, or if you see their name all the time, then that's your twin flame. But really, we're here to actually access a deeper truth about these twin flame signs. And so this is why I think this conversation for today is incredibly important, because we can sit here all day long and say, oh, this number means this, and when you see this, that's what that means. And if you see a butterfly or a diamond, or if you see your twin's name, all of these things, right? We can sit here all day and talk about that. But what the most important thing about twin flame signs is they are like your compass. They are like your North Star. So when you see a sign and it lights you up, it resonates with you, you need to turn it back on yourself, right? So much of the time, we see a sign that we associate with our twin and we think, oh, what are they doing right now? Or this means we're supposed to be together, or this means this, or this means that. But we're not asking, like, what does that actually mean to me? And so I'll give you a few examples. For myself, a green car is a very consistent sign for me. And this started a long time ago. So this has been my sign for a very long time. And what I was guided to do was to think about, what are you thinking about? What questions are you asking? What are you mulling over while you're driving and you see that green car pass and it says yes? You know, to me, the green car was always a sign of, yes, you are on the right path, you are going the right direction. And I've literally had this happen while I was in arguments with somebody, and I'm thinking about that argument, or I'm actively in an argument with somebody else in the car, and a green car drives past, and I'm like, it's my sign, like, yes, like, I'm right, don't gaslight yourself, you're on the right path, like, just hold your ground, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So signs can be incredibly helpful to us. They can be incredibly, like, confidence building and incredibly, like, peace inspiring, especially if you're someone who tends to question or doubt yourself a lot. Signs are very important. And yes, of course, there are very common twin flame signs, and I'm not saying don't pay attention to those, but what I am saying is don't put too much focus on your twin in that moment, right? Because essentially when we do that, your signs that you see are actually there for you. They're not for your twin. They're not for anybody else. Nobody else has to understand them but you. So when I say put your focus back on yourself, that's what I mean, is ask, how did that make me feel, right? Because we can even see negative signs a lot of times, or sometimes when we see a sign about our twin, it actually inspires, like, a lot of fear in our stomachs, right? I remember when I was in separation and I would be watching a TV show and I would hear my twin flame's name on the TV show, and it would almost be like I would hear his name, but not in the voice of whoever it was on the TV show. It would be in his voice. So it's like I would hear the name, and this was very distinct for me personally because I'm from America and my twin flame's from South Africa. So the accents are very different, right? So for me to hear his name coming through a TV show from an American program, but it sounds South African to me, that to me was a big sign. And even more than that, there was times where that would incite, like, oh God, this fear, especially if you might identify as the runner in the twin flame dynamic, or if you are the chaser and you are in, like, surrender phase. There might be a lot of fear or a lot of anxiety around seeing signs for this person. And so that's a sign for you to look back at yourself and say, what is this telling me, right? And to dig a little deeper. So notice every time you see these signs, when you see a sign, do you feel excited, elated, energetic, or do you feel like fear and closed in and nervous? Like, these are all signals to you. So notice what you're thinking about. Notice how that sign makes you feel. And notice, what is this trying to tell me, right? Not what this is telling me about my twin, not what this is trying to show me about them, but what is this telling me about myself? That's the big question to ask, and that's how you can never read signs wrong. If you ask about yourself and only yourself, you will never read a sign wrong. You will feel more and more and more empowered about what these signs are telling you, right? And if you feel like you're not seeing enough signs or you're not connected enough with the universe, simply set the intention to notice more, right? Because where attention goes, energy flows, right? And I did not make this up, so this is from somewhere else, and I'll give credit to wherever that credit is due. But where attention goes, energy flows. So if you put your attention on, I would like to see more physical manifestations of me being on the right path, or I would like to feel guided more by spirit, by seeing physical signs, you can create that. You can set the intention for that to come up. And I know so much of the time, like when we see signs, it feels completely out of our control. But really, when we're seeing signs, it's just the universe reflecting back to us a truth that we already believe, or something that we already think, or something that we already feel. So the universe is never really showing us anything new. In a certain way, it's reflecting back to us what we already have within us. So if you're seeing something new, what you're actually seeing is something you don't know that you already are, or some part of yourself that you are not acknowledging, right? So this is why when you look at signs, look for that deeper truth, those deeper meanings. Check in with how you feel, what you're thinking, what's going on for you in that moment or that day. And if you want more signs, ask for more signs. Say, I would like to see more of this in my reality. And you can choose your own signs. A lot of times for many twins, this comes up so significantly. You know, I have so many twins that are like, oh yeah, you know, we send lion emojis back and forth to each other. Like me and my twin, I'm a Leo and his moon is in Leo. So we have also a lion thing in the beginning. And that to me was very shocking when I first met him. And so it was a very big sign for me. And I was on the continent of Africa, lions. So, you know, all of these lion symbologies would come up. Or I know a lot of people with butterflies will associate their twin with butterflies or transformation or this beautiful creature that's very angelic and, you know, very free. And so you can create the signs also that you want to see. Set the intention. And a lot of times, if you want to set the intention in a really strong way, set it before you go to bed and ask to see that in your dreams tonight, or ask to be programmed that I'm going to see this when I need to know about this, or I'm going to see this when I need to know about this. Because most of us, when we first see the sign for the first time, it comes as a surprise. We're not expecting it, and then we associate that sign with that thing. So you can also do this intentionally. It's like dreaming, right? It's like dreaming and then lucid dreaming. So lucid dreaming is a version of dreaming where you are actually in control of the dream. The same is true for signs and symbols. You can be in control of what you are seeing and experiencing. All it takes is your intention. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you're looking for more help, check the links in the description below. You can check out my new relationship repair course, which is literally for you if you are looking to attract your soul family, your twin flame, if you are looking to heal broken relationships, if you are just looking to up level and attract conscious people into your lives, this is literally everything I did to manifest and to get where I am today with these relationships. So this is an incredible course. It's 7 weeks long. So if you're looking for a lot of content jam-packed into one, little package, this is the one for you. So check it out. We'd love to have you there. And if you have any other questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them the best that I can. But thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you next time. Big love, Serena.